Hey, welcome, all my right thinkers. Thanks for tuning in to check out your boy, B-Funk, thinking right out here in the lab. I do what I do for you. You know, I got something nice for you today. I'm ready to do what I do for you. Let's get this party started. We're doing, uh, we're doing Maat. Okay, chapter 10. We're about to get into the right thinkers. Before we get started, this is a Maat lesson. Rightisms, 25 will live by. Storytelling, story with a message. The message in the story for life. I give life lessons. You tune in and receive them. We got a good thing going. Let's keep it going. Let's rock. Rightism, right thinking, mission, and that's what I'm on, is to enlighten, inspire, educate, and motivate you, the individual, to a higher spiritual level of enlightenment. So far, so good. Keep tuning in. We got the good thing going. I'm with you. Right thinking is a way of life, and that's what it is when it's done correctly through mental and spiritual discipline daily will help and guide you to obtain your goal of spiritual enlightenment, aka know thyself. That's my mission, is to get all right thinkers to know thyself. With the information that I give to you, you tune in, practice it, and you will know thyself also. That should be your goal if you're a right thinker. All we want to do is know who we are. Everything else is on you. Let's go. I can help you know who you are. Let's go. I asked the question, do you know you? It's rhetorical. But if you don't have the answer, tune in. I can help you with that also. That's what I do for you. A person who knows not and knows not that they know not, foolish, disregard them. A person who knows not and knows that they know not is simple. You teach them. That's why I do what I do for you. Appreciate you too. Stay tuned. I got more for you. A person who knows not, and believes and think that they know is dangerous. Avoid them. I do. A person who knows and knows not that they know is spiritually asleep. I can awaken them. I'm the spiritual alarm clock here to wake you up with knowledge of self. A person who knows and knows that they know, is wise. Follow them. All these persons, reside in you. Right thinkers, know thyself. Add to my yacht, be true. And that's what we talked about today. Right thinkers, let's talk about the phrase said, as above, so below. And we need to understand, again, we're spiritual beings having a human experience. So we are created in the image of God. And then we're going to go through the 42 confessions of Maat, which are going to be the right thinkers pledge to be your best self. If you can go through the 42 confessions honestly and judge yourself, reflect on yourself, improve yourself, and better yourself. When you can go through all 42 and I can affirmative, then you're a right thinker, okay? Master of yourself. When you understand and live by the 42 confessions of Maat, and you can answer an affirmative that you have not done these things, bingo. Let's go. Now, if we understand that which is below, which is here, the physical manifested world, then we will understand what? That which is above is the spiritual world. Listen, God who causes the physical world to exist, if we understand the human constitution, then we will what? We will understand the cosmic constitution. Why? Because the manifestation is an exact image of what? The source. For every function, watch this, of an organ. And this is why the chakras is so important. Why? Because every chakra is responsible for an organ in the body that when it's functioning right, every function in the body is functioning as one. That's the whole idea, line them up. When they're out of line, you get dis-ease. That's constant. Watch this. And the function of every organ in the human body, watch this, and in the objects of the universe, they are what? Likewise. Cosmic functions and organs which cause what? Them to manifest. So therefore, in order to pursue union with God, what must happen? You must seek to uphold the cosmic laws with respect to what? The balance of the opposites in all areas, so through perfect justice and righteousness, and with the greatest wisdom, which comes not from what? Our mental process, but from our soul, the Ba, righteousness, and and the wisdom of the Ba, you can be assessed through seeking purity of heart through meditation. Again, going inside yourself to know yourself is the way to go. Ain't nothing out there going to get you to know you in here. So understand that. And they say the universe, it works on its own. He put it there to do that. As above, so below. The universe don't have a conscious, don't have a physical body. So it just functions on its own. God gave everything a purpose and a function. Watch this, where we at? So watch this. Now, as humans, as we pursue what? The union of opposites, we will what? Discover that there is no opposites, only the projection appeared of them. We will then discover what? That understanding the names, that underlying the names and forms projected by the netter, casual powers from God, the only reality is God. The cause is God. The causing netters are God. We human beings, the physical form, are God. See where I'm going with this? All is God. So therefore, from the advanced, and this is what we are, right, thinkers, advanced standpoint, we begin to see that there is no cause for creation of the world. There is no past, no future, but only eternal present. Excuse me. Now, by practicing right thinking philosophy, aka we practice the 42 precepts of Maat, which are what? Further explained in the precepts of Ptahhotep and the instructions of Makara. Mental peace and stability of intellect is purity of the heart will arise. When you live and do what's right, God feels the deeds, recognize them, and is happy. So your heart is good, is pure. The lighter the heart, the better you are as a person. Why? Because the stuff that you carry around with you, anger, lust, the ego, carries a whole lot of baggage that heavies the heart. So you're going to fail at the judgment day with Maat. And I'm about to go over Maat, but did you know one thing? I got a few little tidbits about Maat. That's my girl. The Maat philosophy has been around balanced since 32,000 years. Can no other civilization make that claim? So when I tell you we are the originators, we started, it's the proof. I don't make it up. I just pass the information on that I get. Understand that? So yeah, and we got 7 principles of Maat. In case you didn't know, let me get to them right quick before we get into the 42 confessions or the precepts, okay, or negative confessions. Everybody got different way they say it, whatever, but it's all pretty much the same thing. Living, doing, and being your best self and holding yourself accountable. That's what it's all about. You police you. I don't tell you what to do. I ain't put no commanders on you. No. I just instruct, enlighten, motivate, and inspire you. The rest is on you. So we got 7 principles of Maat. And the phrase is, we are created in the image of God. The first one is truth. Honesty within yourself. Okay, that's the first thing. And when you have truth, you have justice, fair dealings. My philosophy, like I will not do to you what I don't want done to me. That's just. Okay? If I give or do something to you, I will have that done to me. Again, do unto others if you have others do unto you. That's a fact of life, and that's fine. Okay. The next one is harmony, balance, understanding right from wrong, and maintaining your focus and doing what's right. A lot of us lose balance because we don't know or we just don't care. Either way, when you lose focus and lose balance, there's retribution and penalties that come with that. Just like there's reward for good, there's penalties for bad. Understand that. If we teach our young people that, consequences for the action, maybe the action will be a little different. You think? Moving on. Next one is what? Order. When there's no order, you have chaos. The noon was total chaos. All potential, but because it was no order, it was chaotic. It was just haphazard, willy-nilly. That's how most people in their life. They love chaos. Some people invite chaos into their life. Why? For some reason, they think they can manipulate it and solve everybody else's problem and don't even have their own under control. We know them people, okay? Giving advice. Everybody got advice about everybody else's life except their own. I teach you, self. I could care less what you're doing or not doing. Moving on. But my point is to give information that you can use. The next one is propriety. Maintain your focus and be your best self. Hold yourself accountable. And the next one, the last one, number 7, which is my favorite, reciprocity. Well, what does that mean? That means you reap what you sow. What you give out, you'll give back. That's the sign of what? Infinity. Yeah, because one side gives, the other side receives. Other side gives, the other side receives. That's reciprocity. It continually keeps itself going. And my philosophy teaches just that. That's why I learned it. And since mastering it, I live it. I love it. So I'm going to give you the opportunity to do the same thing. What? It's a way of life that you can make for yourself. You ain't got to go to church. You ain't got to, nope, within yourself. I get the poster. I put it up. I read it. Everything that I wasn't good at, everything that I couldn't say I have not, I worked on that. So I bettered myself through following my philosophy. Trust me, you can do it. Let's go. No, the precepts of my vary, again, slightly in different papyruses here. And this is the old one. I looked for the new one. I ain't put it up. I ain't good at the computer yet, but I want to put up the new 42 precepts to my why? Because this talks about damming the river, blocking the water, stuff that we don't do no more, plowing the land, stuff like that. So they got a modern version. I get it, bring it to you. But right now, let's talk about this one. Now, however, the themes are the same. Again, the point is the same. We have included representative precepts from the various ancient Egyptian sources. So you're going to add a little something on the end of it just in case you ain't clear about it. I like to put my little spin on it so to give you understand a little bit better also. So let's play the my concept precept game. If you can answer these in the affirmative, you're a right thinker. First one starts with I have not done iniquity. That means I have not acted with falsehood. I'm transparent. I speak my kadu. I live and do right. So I'm fulfilling that one. Number 1, I have not robbed with violence. Number 2, I have not done violence to anyone or anything, meaning taken by force. We call it strong arming or plundering. Like the Vikings, they come and just take their stuff. In my neighborhood, we call it bullying or strong arm. Just take somebody's stuff. I call it by law number 11. You got something I want. You don't want to give it up? I'm going to take it. So I get it. I understand it. But that's the last result. But moving on. It's a way of life to live. That's our survival mechanism. I have not committed theft. I don't steal. I let it be known if I come into a place and whatever's there when I come there will be there when I leave. Simple. I have not murdered man or woman. And moving on. We don't do the killing thing. All right. I have not defrauded offerings. Here's one that should be, modernized, okay? But that means, okay, I got a good one. Go to church. I got to have church money. I don't short the church, okay? I got to church my last one time, and it paid off twice as much, so I will not defraud offerings. I get that kind either, okay? I get that concept, all right? I have not acted deceitfully. No need to lie, perpetrate, act like somebody who I'm not. I am who I am. I'm proud of who I am. I ain't trying to be nobody else. I have not robbed things that belong to God. I don't steal nobody's blessings. I ain't trying to perpetrate, worship me and follow. No, I'm a teacher. That's why I want nobody to tell me, no. I teach. Trust me. All right. Instruct. I have told no lies. I speak my kadu. I'm proud of that. Why? I'm a truth teller. I pride myself on telling the truth. So I got to live up to that. And this is what my out helps you do personally. Ain't nobody twisting my arm. Ain't nobody making me do this. I'm holding myself accountable. And that's what right thing philosophy is all about. Being responsible for yourself. When you know yourself, that's the whole point. Now, moving on, excuse me. I have not snatched away food. Stealing from somebody else. I don't do that. Again, I have not uttered evil words. I allow myself to become, out of pocket. I try to maintain, don't get on, I used to be real, flip with how I felt and what I thought. Not so much now, so I'm getting better at that, okay? I have attacked no one. Yeah, not yet. I have not slaughtered. See, this one they got to be up. I have not slaughtered cattle that are set apart for God's, back then they had festivals, they would put certain animals aside, okay? They had what they call the Apis bull, okay? Nothing less than, but yeah, that's what they mean. I have not eaten my heart. Excuse me. That means overcome with anguish and distraught. Nothing gets me all out of pocket while I'm just freaking out, okay? Maintaining my cool or commit perjury, lie about something, bigging myself up, bragging about myself when, dude, that ain't the truth, okay? Something like that, okay? That's eating your heart, putting 20 on 10, so to speak, when it's on your favor. I have not laid waste or plowed lands. Again, that's when I need to be updated. I have not been an eavesdropper or peered into matters to make mischief. Again, that chaotic person just waiting for gossip, just sitting around waiting so they can get somebody else's information and pass it on. Eavesdropping. I don't do that. Moving on. I have not spoken against anyone. No need. They called it babbling and gossiping. I don't get involved in that. Again, those are things that you got to take personal. If you in a group and they doing that, you gotta make a decision. Stand there, be there, partake, or just leave. I tell you in my open statement, those who believe they know and don't know, avoid them. Why? You ain't gonna change their beliefs, so move on. So don't waste your time. I have not allowed myself to become angry without cause. Don't let nobody get you upset. Maintain. Again, I have not committed adultery. I put a check by that one. This says adultery, varying, and no homosexuality. They found on that 32,000 years ago. I'm just saying. And I got another one for you coming up. Don't worry, okay? But fellas, if you got a side chick, you can't make that claim. Women, if you got a side piece, you can't make that claim either. See, again, I don't just take one side. No, fair exchange. I have not committed any sin against my own purity. If you willing to sell your soul, women sell your body for, they say I do some strain for a little bit of change, that's very demeaning. So that can't be on the board either. You got to take that out. And I don't against women who do that, but you know yourself, some things you might want to look at. Moving on. This ain't about casting aspersion or judging. This just give you information that you can use if you choose to. I have not violated sacred times and season. Easter's coming up. Could care less. But I'm not going to be disrespectful. I'm going to go to church to partake in the festivities like everybody else. Just did Palm Sunday. Okay? But that's a ritual. I don't knock that. Simple. Okay? That's what that means. I haven't violated sacred time. I respect other people's right to worship in the way they see fit. I have not done that which is abominable. Sneaky, deceitful acts that you think nobody know. Stop doing that. Always knows. I have not uttered fiery words. I have not been a man or woman of anger. I've been in a good place within myself, reached that place, and I'm getting better at being there. So yeah, I'm getting better at all these things here. Boy, let me keep going. Let me get this. Let's know. I'm enjoying it. I'm saying this is how I live. These are the rules I live by. I have not stopped my ears against the words of right and wrong. That's my eye. I'm always listening for perspective and concepts that somebody else had. I'm not hell bent on this is the only way. No, I just think this is my way. That's all. And having one way, meaning you're open for other people's concepts and views. Why? I'm always going to listen. No problem with that. So I have not stirred up strife, disruptions, excuse me, causing problems because you disagree with somebody's philosophy. I don't do that, so I don't have that problem. Again, I have not caused terror. I have not struck fear into any man or woman. I have not caused anyone to weep. Okay? I ain't tricked nobody. I ain't broke nobody hard. I ain't doing a whole bunch of nonsense. Now, back in my day, I left a lot of weeping people behind. I have not lusted or committed fornication, nor have I lain with the others of my same sex. There we go again. Variant sex with a boy. If you're male, you do not have sex with the same sex. If you're a woman, you should not have sex with the same sex. Simple as that. Y'all making this, which been an abomination since beginning, wanted to be a lifestyle. I don't understand that, but I'm going to get into that, but I'm moving on. I see the clock is going. All right, now I have not avenged myself. I don't take out my frustration, anger on somebody who mistreat me. I just leave it be and let it go. I'm getting better at that. I have not worked grief. I have not abused anyone. Again, whatever you did something to me, I'm moving on. Take it and move on. I have not acted insolently or with violence. Again, no retaliation, no vengeance. Just let it go. I have not judged hastily. I'm not in the judging business, okay? I have not been impatient. I don't care what you do or don't do. But if I see what you're doing, if it ain't what I think it be, I got one or two choices. Talk about it or leave it be. I've got better at just leaving it be and moving on. Simple. Less stress. I have not transgressed or angered God. I'm doing what I'm supposed to do in His sight. What? I know that. If nothing else, I do that. That's personal. Okay? I have not multiplied my speech over much, talk too much. Maybe I do hear it, but I hear it for a reason. I'm here to give information. Sometimes I get excited. But before I talk about myself, no, I let people know what I'm doing, how I'm doing, and I don't make myself bigger than nobody else, so I do that too. Got that covered. Now, I have not done harm or evil. Okay, it says evil thoughts. Okay, I'm good. I'm in a good place. I have not worked treason or caused curses on the king. Again, that got to be revised. Because if that was about the president, I got a bunch of stuff about that guy, but moving on. All right, where we at? 36. I have never defiled the water. Again, back then, you couldn't pee in the Nile. That was taboo, okay? All right, meaning held back the water from flowing in the season or urinating. I have not spoken scornfully or yelled unnecessarily or raised my voice. If I'm getting hoarse and raspy, it's because I'm talking to you guys. I don't do a whole bunch of hooting and hollering no more. I have not cursed to God. Won't do it, can't do it, ain't gonna do it. 39, almost done. Hanging it. Wow, yeah, okay. I have not behaved with arrogance, boastfulness, running around with it. Nope. That's ego. My ego's under control. Okay? I'm learning from my dude how to be humble and stay humble. Okay? It ain't easy. I have not been overwhelmingly proud or sought the distinctions for myself, shameless publicity. Nope. Nope. I come here, do what I do, express to those who want to hear what I got to say. Rest, waste my time. So here we go. Number 41. I have never magnified my condition, again, bragging beyond what was fitting or increased my wealth, except with such things as are justly mine own possessions by means of Mayat, balance, equanimity, and justice and order. All those things I put in my daily life, so I live those things. And watch this. I have not disputed over possessions, except when they concern my own rightful possession. When you have a disagreement, most relationships, when they break up, now they want their stuff. Man, I don't do that either. Whatever you got, keep it. You ain't got me, so I'm done. Moving on. I have not desired more than what is rightfully mine. Just respect. Like Aretha, R-S-P-E-C-T, that's all you got for me, and we ain't got no problems. Anything other than that, there could be a problem. I want you to know, last and not least, I have never thought evil, blasphemy, or slighted the God in my native town. Remember, up and down and now, every town had a different God that they represented. So, not disrespecting the God of your town, the God of your, I got a buddy, he used the God of his understanding. I like that. So, that's the 42 Confessions in my app. If you look it up and find it, I got the post on the wall, one of my spots. But when you can go down that list and all them like that, you good? You're a right thinker. Now, let me wrap this up with, now, as one lives according to one's Mayat faculty, watch this. One will be able to what? Triumph and say this. This is what right thinkers want to be able to say at Judgment Day. I ascribe praise to thee, O Lord of the God, thou God, one who lives upon what? Righteousness and truth. Sound familiar? Behold, I, thy son, Haru, come unto thee. I have avenged thee, and I have brought thee Maya, even to the place where it is the company of the gods, the afterlife. Grant thou that I may have what? My being among those who are in thy following, for I have overthrown all thy foes. That means I took care of my ego. Okay? The what killed my dad, I conquered that. That's the goal for us in flesh. And watch this. I have established all those who are of what? Thy substance upon the earth when forever and ever. This is said in my spiritual life. I lived the physical life the way I was supposed to. Let me in while I earned it. That's how you get in. And watch this. From the Egyptian book coming forth by day, what happens? Your name will become a song. And even, watch this, while still alive, you will ever be what? Established in what? Self-knowledge, that whatever you do, whatever you say, think, or feel, you are what? One with the Supreme Being. Why? Knowing thyself does that. And you what? Will be able to say, I am the divine soul which dwells in what? The divine twin gods. Okay? Male and female opposites, complementary. You have to have God and goddess aspects all mastered. That's what they're telling you to do in the 42 Confessions of Maya. And watch this. Now, during life or at the time of your death, you will tell the 42 judges, there you go, each known had a judge. Watch this, your aspect, your character. You will tell the 42 judges what? Your own mental wisdom capacity, aka Tahuti, your thoughts, and the 42 utterance of negative confessions, your mind being what? Fearless, clear of what? Desires and agitations will be lighter than what? The feather of Maya. That's the concept. That's the goal. Since you led a life of what? Peace and purity, you will allow yourself what? To travel to join a song. The symbol of what? Cosmic consciousness, who is your very own self, your true nature, your nationality or religion is secondary. Remember, your nationality or religion is secondary to what? Your understanding of God, the Supreme Being, Father and Mother of what? all things, transcendent the universe of duality. I'm wrapping it up because I see the clock running. It's been a minute. Hope you got the lesson. Hope you enjoyed it. And in closing, right thinkers, may you all live to be 100 and me 100 minus a day. So I'll never know a right thinker like you that passed away. I'm out. I'll be back.